Sometimes, science advances when a genius works for years. And sometimes, it happens when someone makes a mistake, forgets to clean something, or literally spills food. Here are 5 accidental discoveries that became game changers. And yes, every one of them is true. In 1928, Alexander Fleming returned from vacation to find his lab in a mess. Petri dishes were lying around, and one had mold growing on it. Most of us would have thrown it away. Fleming leaned closer. He noticed something odd. The bacteria around the mold had died. Like the mold had created a kill zone. The mold turned out to be Penicillium notatum. Fleming's dirty lab accident gave us penicillin, the world's first true antibiotic. Percy Spencer was working with radar equipment in the 1940s. One day, while standing near a magnetron, he felt something strange. His chocolate bar had melted in his pocket. Now, most people would blame the weather and buy a new chocolate. But Spencer was curious. He pointed the magnetron at popcorn. It popped. He aimed it at an egg. It exploded in a coworker's face. And that's how the first microwave experiment ended, with an eggy disaster. From this messy beginning came the microwave oven, which changed kitchens forever. In 1903, French chemist Edouard Benedictus accidentally knocked over a glass flask from his shelf. But instead of exploding into dangerous shards, it cracked but held its shape. He was shocked. He later discovered the flask had once held cellulose nitrate, which had evaporated but left behind a thin sticky film that held the glass together. Inspired, he developed laminated safety glass, used today in car windshields. In 1956, engineer Wilson Greatbatch was building a heart rhythm recording device. He accidentally grabbed the wrong resistor, one with a much higher value. When he powered it on, instead of a steady recording signal, he heard beep, beep or beep. A rhythm. A heartbeat-like pulse. This wrong resistor moment led to the creation of the first implantable pacemaker. The early version ran on a mercury battery sealed in epoxy. Greatbatch described it as half science, half lucky glue. In 1895, Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with cathode rays in a dark room. Suddenly, he noticed something strange. A screen coated with fluorescent chemicals started glowing, even though he was across the room, and the tube was covered. He realized some invisible rays were passing through objects and hitting the screen. He later placed his wife's hand between the tube and a photographic plate, and captured the world's first X-ray image. When she saw the bones in her hand, she exclaimed, "I have seen my death." X-rays became one of the most important breakthroughs in medical history. Science isn't always neat or planned. Sometimes, the biggest breakthroughs come from curiosity, mistakes, or melted chocolate. Which accidental discovery surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe for more fascinating science stories.